when you are starting to feel like this is hard, this is scary, this is weird, it's gonna be time for you to take a step back, take a break, and realign your mental. Okay? Welcome to my channel, my sugar plums, honey pops, and hummy yummy yumpkins. I am so glad that you are here with me today. And today we are going to be talking about what made me stop doing tarot readings for a while. About 7 months actually. So I'm just gonna hop right into the story because I know y'all did not come to hear me ramble. So the first thing that kind of kickstarted me into being like, okay, something is wrong. I have been reading tarot cards for about 3 years now. Okay. What basically happened was I had to take a break. I needed to take space basically for a few different reasons. For my protection, because I started dealing with stuff that I shouldn't have because I was young and stupid. Second, I not only needed to be protected, but I needed a mentor. I needed somebody who was going to guide me through my spiritual journey so that I wasn't making careless and reckless mistakes the way that I was. Third, I was not taking care of my mental health in any way, shape, or form during that time. So getting a mentor, going back to therapy, going back on medication, all of that was essential and played a part in this situation. What kickstarted all of this was the fact that, again, I didn't have any of those things. No protection, no help, no direction of what I was doing. I was just kind of doing what I felt like was right and letting it go. That was not right. That was not okay. I found that out the rough way. So it all started basically when I was doing readings, and I would do readings for other people. And when you're doing readings for other people, you are letting people's energies, people's spirit guides, their ancestors, you're letting them in, and you're essentially letting them read this person with you, and they're guiding your hand. That's what I believe. I was doing a lot of that. I was so overactive when it came to reading. I was so excited about it. I loved spirituality. I just started getting into it more and more. Even though this is something that I did a long time ago, I just never took it seriously. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. So anyway, with that being said, I was not very well protected. Okay. I wasn't really into crystals too much. I didn't know anything about an altar or protection, or all I knew was sage. Honestly, all I knew was sage at that point. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, unfortunately, and I should have. So not even I should have. I was naive, so I couldn't, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. And so eventually it got to a point where I started seeing somebody. And when I say I started seeing somebody, I started seeing this woman who was older than me, but not only was she older than me, she looked like me, she sounded like me. Whenever I talked to my ancestors, she came up for some reason. And so it got to a point where this scared me because I didn't know who she was. And I'm like, you're around me, but you don't make me feel scared. I don't know who you are. And you're around even when people aren't around, like even when I'm not doing readings, and I don't like that. So it got to a point where eventually I had to be like, you know what? I'm taking a step back because I'm scared. I'm terrified. And I was just like, I don't know who this person is. I don't feel protected. I don't feel like I know enough. So at this time, I was looking for a mentor. And during my search for a mentor, I was actually talking to somebody and I was reading her. Little did I know how spiritually rich she was. Like when I say spiritually rich, she knew so much and she never told me about it until I told her, like, yeah, I haven't really been reading anybody for the past few months. You're the only person that I've been reading. And she said, well, that's crazy because you're the only reader that I've been going to. But they told me that you were going to be my mentee. Like, I got another reading from somebody else, and they told me that I was going to get a mentee. And she was like, how old are you? And I told her I was 24. And she was like, they told me my person was going to be between the ages of 22 and 26. So next thing I knew, I started to get I had this mentor, and everything was going beautifully. Okay, beautifully. And I still love her to this day. We are no longer, she's not my mentor any longer, but her knowledge will stick with me forever. She was honestly amazing. She was amazing. She basically read me and told me, you know, this person that you're dealing with is your sister. And I was like, what? Because the thing is, she was like, the reason that you have not been reading is because there's somebody who's scaring you or worrying you. And I was like, oh my God, how the fuck did you know that? She also said, I think that your mom had a miscarriage or she had an abortion before you were born. And this is your sister. She had no clue about this, but my mom did have a miscarriage before I was born. And it made so much sense. And I got so much clarity. And I was finally able to ground. I was finally able to understand how grounding worked, how to use my ancestors to help me ground, and how to really get a better understanding of like what was going on. But there was also another issue. I could ground, but I couldn't stay grounded. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to realize that we are all human, okay? We're all human. We all have problems. We all have something that we may have to take care of. You know, we may have a family that we can't do this all the time, or, you know, we may fall off, or things may be stressful, or you may get worried, or, you know, you may have mental situations going on where you're just so tired. And they understand that. Like, your ancestors, God, whatever you believe in, they understand that. And it's okay. For me, though, I was not taking care of myself mentally. When I am off my medication, let's say for a few months, things can get kind of muddy. Things can get kind of scary and kind of all over the place, and my mind gets jumbled really quickly. I noticed that when I don't take my medication, or when I'm not taking care of my mental health, or when I'm doing so much work that I'm not taking care of me, that's when I start to notice that things are rough and I'm not staying grounded, and that's something that I have to do. So I had to realize that, you know, I have to take care of myself mentally as well for me to be okay, and for me to continue to read people and heal them and help them get to where they need to go in life, because that's my goal, and that's why I'm a tarot reader now. So no, that did not deter me. That didn't stop me, because the thing is, only the strong survive. Like, when things like this happen, people get scared, they run away, and they never want to touch the shit again. And it's like, I understand that, but at the same time, like, why not readjust your thinking? Why not see what the fuck is going on up here? Why not realign yourself and get your shit together before you run away from something that could potentially be helping you? Like, that was my little rant. Excuse me. But you have to understand that, like, sometimes things get rough. Sometimes things get hard, and you need to find the workaround and figure out what's been going on. Because ever since then, and I can 100% say, my life has turned around for the better. Like, and some people may not believe in it, and that's fine. But like, calling on my ancestors, doing my altar work, like showing them gratitude, giving them offerings, saying my prayer, like doing all of this stuff really helps in the end. But all I want you guys, the gist of this video, and what I want you guys to understand, is that when you are starting to feel like this is hard, this is scary, this is weird, it's gonna be time for you to take a step back, take a break, and realign your mental. Okay? Other than that, please stay as protected as you can when you do this stuff. If you are going to read tarot cards, please understand that you are not just pulling cards based off of just you. You are getting information from higher powers, from spirits, from ancestors, from whatever. Like, you're getting, that's where your information is coming from. So please be aware of that. Don't take this as a joke, because it ain't no joke. Okay? Then y'all be wondering why you got spirits running around your fucking house and why you scared all the fucking time. It's because you're not taking the proper precautions. Okay? And that's where I come in. So I want to help you guys kind of learn how to protect yourself, learn how to ground yourself, because grounding is essential, and also just learning how to take care of yourself mentally, baby. You got to learn how to take care of you, because if you don't take care of you, nobody else is going to do it for you. Like, yeah, you may have a spouse and they may tell you, hey babe, you need to take your medication. Hey babe, you may have your mom and she's like, sweetie, you need to go for a walk, you need to do something. Like, you may have that and you may not, but you're gonna have to push yourself. Okay, you're gonna have to push yourself, because everybody else ain't gonna do it for you. But other than that, I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. And if you are a reader, or if you have been having some scary shit going on in your life, explain your stuff below. I'd love to see your comments and see what's going on, and maybe I can help. So again, thank you so much to my sugar pops, pummy yummy yumpkins, and sugar plums, and honey buns, and all that other shit. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.